Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. We got another review for you tonight, a brand new movie, a 2022 movie. It's called Scream. All right, Scream, guys, 2022, the fifth installment. What did you guys think?
I feel like I'm alone and I really liked it.
I liked it. I didn't really like it. I liked it. I mean, I've never been a diehard Scream fan. I know you are. It's never been just like something I'm so crazy about, you know, and it just never did that for me.
Right.
But I know it did for you. And like, you know, Texas Chainsaw. I'm crazier about
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw than you know. But anyway, I thought it was good. I watched it again last night, actually. I watched it twice. And the second time was actually better.
Yeah, I saw it twice.
Yeah.
I saw it twice in theaters.
I think it's got some good writing and stuff, and I think it actually like tried, you know what I mean? Like, whereas like,
Well, it's been a while since
Yeah.
the last one.
yeah, 10, 11 years, but like I'm saying, like fifth installments of slasher movies don't even try. They've fallen off at that point.
Yeah.
This one actually like is still holding its strength, I think. But
I was not a huge fan, honestly.
wow, what didn't you like about it?
The dialogue, like some of it really, it just annoyed me. Like when they just kept saying like, well, "You could be the murderer. You're the murderer, probably." I'm like, well, you can't just call someone a murderer because a murder happened. Like, it's kind of in bad taste.
I see that. I can
I was
understand
gonna
that,
say, I
but
feel like we paid attention to different things, like the things that made me really like it.
No, there's stuff I really did like
Well,
too.
I know, but you know what I mean. Like stuff. There's some stuff that I could let slide because I liked
Oh,
other
yeah.
stuff so much.
No, I get it.
Like the opening shot of the house, I thought was like perfect.
it was good.
And then how all the screams start with like an opening killer scene, but it's not like a chore. Like you're not like, wow, this is gonna suck. It's like another opening kill scene. Like every one I feel like is good, and this one was good.
It was good.
Original.
And then like the leg break was brutal, and then stabbing her through the palm, like all in the
It
opening
was,
scene.
yeah.
It was violent.
Man, I can't believe she didn't die, but I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I like how like he was asking her questions, and you're like, why doesn't she just look it up on her phone? But then
Yeah.
she did, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, well, at least they covered that.
But
So
that's
I'm
what
like,
I feel like this movie
I
was
thought he
good
was going
about
to catch
that.
her, you know? I
Yeah.
thought-
Some movies are bad with like incorporating new technology.
yeah, they were good with that.
And like this was actually good.
I give him points for that.
Yep. It was actually kind of touching at times when the whole Dewey and Gale thing, you know, like it's actually
Yeah.
one of the stronger points of the Scream franchise is that relationship, you know, and that's
Then
what I think.
The girl that ends up, spoiler alert, that ends up being the murderer, one of them, looks remarkably like Tatum from the first movie to me. Like
Tatum,
that's
is that, what's her name?
the one who dies in the garage?
Yeah, that's,
The fuck?
yeah, what is her name?
Rose McGowan?
That's it. Yeah. You
But,
think
like,
so?
Not a lot, but like their facial features are very similar. Like they have the same mouth or something. And
Yeah,
they're
I get what you're
very
saying. A little
odd-
bit.
Like
I know, but I'll go with it.
they're odd or peculiar in the same way in the face.
A little bit.
But then immediately, I don't see how she didn't suspect that girl.
Why? Why would she?
I just feel like it was,
Did you?
yeah, the friend, absolutely.
Because I knew the boyfriend.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, as soon as I seen him, I was like, oh, he's for sure. If not the killer, he's one of them.
Really? I didn't pick up on that at all.
Really?
Yeah. I was guessing everyone but those two.
Well, they got you good.
then I
then.
don't
No,
get
they definitely got me. I was like, it's Nev Campbell for sure.
so many people hate and complained about this movie, like mentioning movies by name, like how they brought up Babadook and like
Oh
other
no,
movies.
I like that. They reference
that
all
too.
those
Yeah, and I
movies.
don't
That's
get
cool.
why so many people hated it. Like so many people complained
Like
about
breaking
it.
the fourth wall.
And
or
I was
whatever.
like-
who cares?
That's what they literally why like people loved the first Scream. Why do you
Yeah.
hate this one for doing
That's what
the
they did
same
in the
thing?
first one too.
Yeah. Weird. I do hate that. I don't hate it, but it's like just weird that she was talking to that guy on the phone at the beginning, and she says the Babadook, and then she explains like she has some like gave some like really in-depth explanation.
She did,
yeah.
I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Some random.
Well, but then
To like her mom's boyfriend.
yeah,
but like that's how young people are, bro. It's punishing.
yeah, it's some higher art. It's
Yeah.
existential.
It's so
you know.
punishing.
Who
I
would break
can't
down a movie? Come on, man.
yeah.
Then there was a Hobbs and Shaw joke. Killed
yeah.
it when he's
Hobbs
like
and
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
One thing that literally distracted me was Courtney Cox's face. I can't.
Oh, it's so bad.
What do
She
you
looks
mean, like the plastic
Gollum.
surgery?
She looks like
Yeah.
Gollum.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad. And then then here's one thing that pointed at them, like at the hospital when they the Amber and the boyfriend supposedly meet for the first time.
Okay.
She's like says some idiot, and then they look at each other, and then they go back and forth about like their alibis. Like, so if you didn't catch on that they were the killers right away, looking back on it, like your second time seeing it, you should be like, they make it really obvious right
yeah.
there because they're
Yeah.
like,
I did notice that.
yeah, like. So there were parts that set it up.
I liked how it was very faithful to the previous movies. Like it threw something in from
yeah.
whereas other, like later installments of slashers would just like disregard,
And then they made fun of that in the movie. That like, that's why people don't like sequels because they like don't follow
Like a
the
requel.
original. Yeah,
I like the callback to Billy Loomis. They
Yeah.
showed, like
yeah.
in the mirror that.
And I like
That's
the
cool.
hallucinations with him
Yeah,
was cool.
I agree.
I like that they didn't make it like where he was a ghost or like something
Right.
to add to it. It was just
Right.
that like she suffered from the same shit he did, like being crazy.
Yeah, that was like 25 years ago, and they
And
got
then-
him
yeah.
back. That's cool.
Or Nev Campbell looking great. The rest not. So much. Like, Courtney Cox, no.
That was
Arquette.
Arquette's. That was like his real life. You can't tell me it wasn't him living in a trailer, drunk and wanting to kill himself.
I thought he was good in this though. Like
He was good.
He's got like underrated comedic timing. I think he had a few funny parts where I was like, I laughed. He said because he said something, he insulted him. He's like, I think you might be the killer. He's like, because that cut deep.
He's like,
Yeah. But he had some funny parts.
then the Sheriff Judy or whatever she was, the
Yeah.
blonde cop.
Yep.
I was like, sushi and lemon squares.
Yeah.
she's wife material.
Right,
And then,
right.
But then I was like, I hate her walk. And I've brought this up before. Like people
Yeah.
that walk weird bother
She
me.
walked.
I
weird.
agree.
She
Yeah.
walked weird.
Something we all noticed.
And then I was like, only perverts have telescopes in their bedrooms as a teenager. Like, there's no other reason a teenager's using a telescope out of their bedroom window.
Her son?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was cool that they used Stu Macher's house from the original. That was neat.
Yeah, they used his house and didn't bring him back.
The next,
Yeah,
they
I
have
was
time for the
waiting
next
for
one.
it.
You know?
They
I was
for
just waiting for it. I was like, as soon as they showed his house, I was like, dude, he's got to be.
That's
in
why
it.
you saw it
That's
twice.
his
Maybe you
fucking
did it the
house.
second time.
Which makes me think they announced yesterday or the day before that it's 1 year before the new one comes out. I'm like, how did they write that so fast? Because they film it like they're probably
Yeah.
filming it like within a couple months. How did they? And then the rest is post production. How did they write that so fast? They wrote that fast.
I don't think when they decide to make new slasher movies, they take long to write. Honestly,
No, you don't think so?
I don't. Have you seen Halloween Kills?
That's true. That's trash.
No, I wrote the hospital scenes can make or break a slasher movie because if the hospital scenes are trash, the movie's
I thought it
trash.
was good.
And that, yeah, it was good.
And-
Throwback to Halloween, the hospital.
Shocking. They killed a Dewey off.
And then, did you hit me with the phone? Was a line that was in it,
Did you hit me with the phone? Oh,
just
what-
like in the
oh,
original
yeah,
screen.
was
It's like
it?
you hit me with the phone, dick.
Oh wow.
But then, yeah. So, but that whole and when Dewey dies, there has to be a third killer. There had to be.
Why
Because
is that?
the girl was supposed to be the one that was
Yeah.
at the hospital in the costume. She towered over Dewey and manhandled him. That fucking like 4'8" girl towered over Dewey and manhandled him.
No, but we don't question that because we didn't know at that point. So it just can be anything.
But yeah, but then they're like, she was like, when I gutted your lover or whatever, and it's like, bitch, she's the size of that bottle of water.
No, we didn't know at that point, so it doesn't matter.
Conspiracy theories that Lillard's got to be in it.
Which, if you do the math, he's the right height. He's about 6'4".
I know you've done the math. So.
Yeah, pretty shocking. They killed Dewey off and they killed that sheriff off. But I mean, I like that.
And then I like
you
when
know?
she is like that checks out because she's like, they're when the Amber, the killer, is like talking to them in the kitchen. She says something and she's like, haven't you seen blah blah? And she goes, yeah, I don't like scary movies. And she's like, checks out. And like they say that a couple times in the movie, like checks out.
That checks out. Yeah.
And then she set that bitch on fire like Hereditary.
That was crazy. And then she came back and
hand
they shoot her.
sanitizer, yeah.
They shoot her. But
And then, one continuity error, though. She wipes the blood off the knife, and then next time they show the knife, it's still just dripping in blood.
was it? Yeah.
Maybe she cut herself.
I thought that was a cool scene, a short little scene, the one with the car early on in the bar, and then you hear that song, the Red Right Hand song from Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
And then it plays as he's killing the guy.
Oh, and he
Yeah, that got me
it's
hurt for a
quick
second, that
jugular
song.
jab.
Yeah, that was
that was
crazy.
in my notes. I like that,
That was
actor,
cool.
too. That actor, the one who gets the quick jugular jab, is in that Dinner in America movie that you can't buy in America.
Okay.
Fucking trash.
Let's not get on that rabbit hole.
Yeah. But I don't know. I thought the dialogue was pretty witty and sharp or whatever, self-aware or whatever. But yeah, is it the same formula as the previous movies? Yes. But did it like at least acknowledge that it's the same formula and like play with it? Yeah, it did. And you know, I don't know. It was good. It was good overall, but it's still just a Scream movie in my eyes, and
I
those
feel like
those can only be so good in
it
my
was like
eyes.
Yeah.
the best one since the first two, probably.
4's good. So
But I didn't think it was as good as this.
you did, no, I'd agree. I'd agree.
I would have to watch them all again, but
I would say one.
I did. I
it's
watched
like
them all in.
there's the first
before.
one, and then there's the rest for me.
Before the new one came out, I literally watched all the Screams and the two.
I did too.
documentaries.
Yeah. Well, how would you rank them? How would you guys rank them?
Yeah, the first one's
We can
Top.
all agree that number one is number one.
number one. Then
By a lot.
number two, probably this one, then the rest.
I would say that's exactly mine. Or you could flip flop 2 and this one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those two are.
4 is good too. I mean, you could put 4 at 3. You know, but
Just cramming 4 in there.
but 3's at the bottom for
Yeah,
sure.
one, two, and the new one. If you don't
I
have
thought
number
3
one,
was the best, honestly.
Joe's
Joe,
just
do you have a
trying to get
ranking?
kicked
Have you
off
seen
now.
them all?
Huh?
Do you have a ranking?
I've
Have you-
seen them all, but not in a long time.
just one and the rest.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Want to get to ratings?
Sure.
Okay. Ratings. I gave it a 7.
Okay.
I gave it a 6. Just because it's a Scream. Like,
Yeah.
I like Scream, but they didn't.
Well, yeah, that's why I said like I think it's the best since the first two because that made me rate it higher. Like if it would have been a disappointment,
No, I
I
feel
would
you.
have shredded it.
I feel you.
But because it wasn't, I was stoked on it.
I'm not shredding it. It is what I expected.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's-
then Courtney Cox's face was on the screen, and I had to put it down like 2 points because
Oh.
she is a struggle, you know?
She's not. She's in the next one. She is in the
What
next
did you
one.
give it, Shaw?
I give it an 8.5
8.5.
because I mean I could even go to an 8 because I'm biased. So
Yeah.
like I'll give it an 8
8. Okay.
to be fair.
And final verdict: see it ASAP. Watch it whenever. Skip it.
If you're a fan of Scream, I'd say see it ASAP.
I would also say that, and if you're not, just watch it whenever.
Yeah.
But we'll just say see it ASAP.
Sure.
If you're a fan of Scream, just see it ASAP.
Horror
We're
movies and
just
slashers.
plugging Paramount Plus. I feel like right now because don't you have to have it to watch it? It's on.
Yeah, that or Pirate Bay.
You can't plug Pirate Bay, Ben. You gotta
did.
stop bringing it up.
but
Your VPN isn't going to help you much
I'm in
if you
Chicago,
just
F
keep
you.
mentioning it.
all right, guys, we got the quote game for you. I got a movie quote. These boys got to guess it. This is from a comedy, and it's one of those 2 different characters.
Beverly Hills Cop.
No, that's your guess. No, I'm kidding. She's got my grandmother's Holocaust ring. I didn't know they gave out rings at the Holocaust.
It's going to kill me.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt.
Is it Shaun of the Dead?
No, it's not.
Well, he gives his girlfriend a ring, doesn't he? In the very beginning.
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
That's
Well,
the-
I didn't say it as accurately as that. I said it pretty good, but I think it's. Let me try to do better. She's got my grandmother's Holocaust ring. I didn't know they gave out rings at the Holocaust.
It's on you because I made a guess. You know he's a stickler for rules.
That one's going to hurt. I don't know it, though.
You don't know it? You want to give a wild guess?
The hot chick.
I thought you were going to say it. The Hangover.
She is wearing my grandmother's ring.
What?
The ring I'm gonna give to Melissa. You remember my grandmother's Holocaust ring?
I didn't know they give out rings at the Holocaust.
Yeah, but All right, guys, that's a point for this guy.
You thought I was gonna say it because I said the hot?
the.
Oh, just my initial.
All right, guys, that's our review for Scream. We love you, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you for watching.